What's up, guys? So a few days ago I got an email and I was like, what's this? And it was from Bioware and it said, you have been chosen. And I was like, oh hell nah. It was around 2 a.m. in the morning, I think, when I got this email. And when I saw the video, I was like, the hell? Immediately I thought, this is BioWare's new IP. Oh my god, this is it. So at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm looking up all of this stuff. I'm like searching and like, oh my god, and I like freaking started to slow the video down and I highlighted it to see what I could capture, like to see what I could get from it. And I got a bunch of stuff, like a lot of symbols and stuff. I was looking at stuff for like symbolic logic and like dream dictionaries and stuff. There are a few things that are pretty obvious when it comes to this teaser. And one of them is that it has to do with nightmares or dreams. And another one is the symbolism that is being used, especially of circles, like circles within circles, and it really reminded me of crop circles. And I was like, does this have to do with aliens? There is some kind of symbolism and meaning to a specific circle that is shown that looks like I've seen it before. I'm like, I've seen this before and I can't place it. So I'm looking on the internet at 2 o'clock in the morning, mind you. It almost looks like the Gallifrey circle from Doctor Who. And I'm looking because I think I have it. No, wait, do I? Yes, I do. Watch. Well, it kind of does. It doesn't really, but kind of. Like maybe like that. Almost like the inside of a clock or something. One meaning of it is power. And I had said this a long time ago. I was like, I want to see BioWare make a game about superpowers. And I was like, this is probably what the new IP is about. It's about superpowers, maybe these people that have superpowers. Okay, so what about the dreams? You know, it's talking about nightmares and what do you dream of and all this stuff. So I'm looking up through the dream dictionary, like what does a bicycle mean in a dream? And I was also looking up the number 3, because at the end of the trailer, and I'm talking about the first trailer, you could see like a 3, like the half of the 3, the top of the 3, and it looks like that, like the old school movies thing, like before the movie would roll, it would go like 3, 2, 1. It looks like that. It does talk about like a Trinity and this and that, and it doesn't really give too much. And then I was looking up smoke because of the guy with smoke on his face, and usually when you dream of black smoke it means, you know, something bad, or like, you know, so I was like, this is probably the villain. So I was like, man, tomorrow I'm gonna get on this and I'm gonna do more research, and I'm like, I'm probably onto something. This is probably gonna have to do with like all these people with superpowers, and like maybe one of them is some kind of dreaming thing. But then Mr. Aaron Flynn tweets this. What? Another thing that stands out with what Aaron Flynn says is that it's not a studio of BioWare from Canada. So that means it's not Edmonton or Montreal. So I'm like, it's gotta be Austin. BioWare Austin was the studio that worked on Knights of the Old Republic. So does BioWare have 2 new IPs? Because Aaron Flynn just says this isn't the IP that we revealed at E3. He's not saying this isn't the new IP. So what if BioWare has 2 new IPs? Like BioWare Canada, or one of the studios from Canada, is probably working on the new IP announced from E3 or in E3, and BioWare Austin is probably working on a different IP, which is this one. BioWare Austin hasn't said anything about anything they're working on. I've watched both teasers a lot. since this is most likely a new IP, and not advertising for something that they already have, like it's not Dragon Age Inquisition, it's not Mass Effect, because it doesn't look like it, and also because the studios that are working on those games is not involved here. None of the Canada studios are involved, and those are the ones making DAI and Mass Effect. My theory is that this is a new IP and that it's going to be about people with superpowers. I hope it's not like an MMO or something like that. I really hope it's an RPG, like a single player. They could add multiplayer, whatever, as long as it's optional, but I don't want an MMO. I want what they're good at. Single players, like bam, let's bring it. I think these teasers are either characters or classes. The Spark, the Nightmare. What if those are names of classes? The circle within circle that the kid is drawing, and the circle within circle was also in the first teaser. These circles mean power. The spark is like this electric power, because that electric shock or that lightning that strikes down on the table comes from the kid, and it doesn't just come from the sky. It comes from the kid because when he turns off the phone, when he goes to hang up, the spark comes from his hand, and then when he keeps looking at the phone, you could see sparks in his eyes. So it's like he doesn't know how to control it. It's like, what? And in the first one, the Nightmare one, what if that has to do with like some kind of class or a character with a power that is, maybe controls your nightmares? Think of like the Scarecrow or something like that. Like where you could make people see their worst nightmare. And maybe that guy, or maybe you, don't have the control of like when to use it. Like maybe that power even works on you. Like maybe you see your nightmares, and you can make other people see their nightmares and stuff like that. I swear, Bioware, if you guys are watching this and that's not what you're gonna do, you guys should get on that. And y'all better call me, because that's copyright. I'll bet you anything that the next teaser is going to be another superpower, a different superpower, and it's going to be called something different. And this whole thing about you have been chosen is maybe it's a hint to the name of the game. Like, what if it's called The Chosen or something like that, and it's a group of people that have to combat some kind of evil, and maybe there's a bad guy that controls smoke or something. Even in the first trailer, the dude with the nightmares, there's so much in that trailer. Even the lamp on the ground is a circle within a circle. If you look at it, it's got the circle in the middle, and then the bulb down here. It's making that circle, and the circle in the background with like the flower. It's a circle, and then there's another circle in the middle, and the circle that forms on the ground. There's a little circle off to the side. Even the bike wheels, the circle within the circle, and the like lines in it, and the car wheels. I think they're demonstrating powers, and that dude with the smoke on his face, I think is probably the representation of the enemy, or maybe something having to do with a nightmare, like a fear of not knowing who you are, and not knowing what is going on. And then he sees himself in the car, and it's like, and the weird thing is that he sees the car, and then it shows a shot of the car again, but it's like covered in smoke. So I'm thinking maybe the villain, or maybe this is a different power, and you could choose to be good or bad. Maybe you could choose that type of power. Dude, I always tend to overthink things, and I end up getting so excited, and then it's like, oh, what? No, girl, you stupid. We were just advertising for like this new car in Germany. It's a new vehicle. And a new bicycle. Girl, this is just a commercial. Even though I'm probably completely off, I love doing this because I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. Like, how awesome would a game like that be? Especially if Bioware made it. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of my idea. Would you guys play a game like that? Do you think that I'm going crazy? Besides me being crazy already, or what do you guys think this is? We're probably going to be knowing what this is in Gamescom, because what this does say, like in the description of the YouTube video, and I believe on the website as well, it says Cologne, Germany, and it says August 13th, 2014. That is the date and the location of Gamescom. They say, do you know they are watching? Your power is rising. Cologne, Germany, August 13th, 2014. You've been chosen. For what? Some people are thinking that BioWare is probably going to be doing like a movie or like a TV show, and I'm like, girl, what? It's almost here, so we still have to wait 2 weeks. So yeah, you like my little bow. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.